Hey guys, how's it going? This is Roby from Hobby Collision. I just want to apologize to everybody. It's been like 2 months or longer since we've done anything. So there's gonna be some changes, some things that's gonna be going on that we've been looking at. Uh, I think what it's coming down to is, for the most part, we're only gonna do each show once a month. To really cut things down. We're not making any money at doing this. We got lives, we got things we do. Um, so I don't think we're gonna do this every week, but we want to bring you a show a month. Start out, you know, pretty small right now. If people would still like to support us, um, obviously they can do that at Patreon. They can support us. And I don't know that we'd ever do this as for a living. I think I might if I was making enough. But yeah, I mean, you can support us. It's not gonna work exactly the same. I mean, we might make some exclusives if somebody supported us, but maybe not as many as we had previously thought. But yeah, I mean, support's always welcome. Um, there's some other stuff that some other packages where you can give us money for a certain amount, and then we'll give you something. There's some of those things need updated. I don't know when we'll do that, but just so you know, some things that are changing, have changed, and Hobby Collision is still a thing. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Um, but just keep in mind that we're scaling back a lot and changing some things. So, because I started this thing out, I probably had a little bit too much going because I'm a pretty avid gamer, uh, and I have a fairly busy work schedule and different things. So I just decided this wasn't gonna be able to be as big scale as I wanted it to be originally. It could probably still work, but I was just like, I don't know. Seems like nobody's listening anyway, and for the most part, and it just didn't seem worth it. Not really making any money out of it. So we're still a thing, but a very limited thing. And this episode is going to be pretty cool because I'm actually looking at doing the Roby Football Podcast right now. And after that, I'm actually gonna do the gamescast. So it'll be pretty awesome. Probably a smaller show. I'm gonna do about uh, I think 15 minutes of this, and then 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of the gamescast. So if you would like to just listen to the gamescast, just go to 15 minutes into this, and then you'll be in the gamescast. But yeah, basically, I just want to get into a couple things. Calvin Johnson has decided that he's going to retire. Reportedly, it's not official that I know of. But it sounds like he's told some people that, some family, some friends, whatever, that his last season was 2015, and as we know, we're now in 2016. Spider-Man Cup, everybody needs one. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but it's one of those things that he's a really good wide receiver, really talented guy, maybe the most talented ever to play the position. So it's really sad to have a guy like that walk away from the game, but it's gonna happen from time to time, and sadly, it always happens to the Lions with Barry Sanders and now Calvin Johnson. It's pretty sad, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen from time to time. Chip Kelly got fired from the Eagles. I believe we've talked about that in the past. What is interesting though is he is head coach of the Niners. And also, since I've been gone, Lovie Smith has been fired from the Buccaneers in favor of keeping Dirk Cutter, their former offensive coordinator, because they were concerned that um, what's his face, young face, whatever his face is, Jameis Winston. They were concerned, I guess, that he wouldn't have his offensive coordinator, so of course you're going to fire the defensive coach, the head coach. That's a defensive-minded guy. Makes a whole lot of sense that you bring him in the first place, but we are talking about the Buccaneers here. No, I'm just kidding. But, it's just one of those things. I'm just trying to think of who else has a job these days. Peterson, whatever his name is. I believe he was on the Seahawks. No, I think he was with Kansas City. I'm trying to remember. But he ended up being head coach of the Eagles, so we'll see how that turns out. Johnny Manziel has got in trouble for the stupid Billy thing, whatever that thing is. Went to Vegas dressed in a costume. Somebody found out it was him, and he tried to act like he was some guy named Billy. So that's really, really smart and really hilarious, too, at the same time. Yeah, so that's crazy. But now he's uh, had a battery charge or something against a former girlfriend, apparently. So Johnny's in big trouble. It sounds like Johnny's leaving town, and the Browns, I think I heard, don't want anything to do with him next year. I don't know if the Cowboys would want anything to do with him either, but that seems to be their thing, picking up people that beat women. So we'll see, right, Greg Hardy? We'll see what happens there. Yeah, but I still think RG3 is one of those guys the Cowboys got to look at, because Romo goes down, and you got that shiny cowboy helmet star flashing as he's running by the defenders. Can be pretty cool there in the Cowboys uni. RG3. He may not be able to throw too good. I don't know. It seemed like he could be pretty accurate, but I mean, he's gonna be a backup. I don't, for most likely, unless Romo keeps getting hurt. Uh, yeah. The latest thing I heard was that Romo was trying to decide if he should have this surgery or not. Cam got the Offensive Player of the Year award. The awards just happened, the NFL honors. Jameis Winston won Rookie of the Year. Todd Gurley won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Wade Phillips got Assistant of the Year, which is awesome because I'm a Broncos fan. Trying to think of what else happened. J.J. Watt got another Defensive Player of the Year award. That's his third. There's just a whole bunch of crazy stuff that happened. There was 130 Pro Bowl people, or 122, something like that, and which is really odd because to start with, I think there's only 83 or something like that. So people kept, excuse me, people kept turning it down and didn't want to be part of it. So that was pretty nuts. Geez, we might need more than 15 minutes, I think, on this thing. But yeah, I mean, it's been a really crazy year. The Broncos barely pulled out a win against New England. Um, the Broncos beat the Steelers to advance and play New England to have a chance to be in the Super Bowl, and now they are against the Panthers, who very easily destroyed the Cardinals to get to the Super Bowl. So it's been a really crazy year. A lot of people are saying, look, um, Carolina almost has the best defense. They're sixth. Denver has the first defense in the league, and Carolina's offense is the top offense. And Denver's is terrible. We never score more than like 22 points a game, and Carolina has like 31 during the first half sometimes, stuff like that. So there's reasons to be concerned, but excuse me, I think if we can get some defensive touchdowns, um, whether it be fumbles, interceptions, return to like pick sixes, um, if special teams touchdowns, if we can get something like that, that'd be good. I don't see Manning really doing a whole lot, you know, uh, but I think he's gonna be prepared, and he's been playing pretty good the last few games, last couple games, and he's rested, and he's kind of in a little more of a groove. So I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play good, but once again, we're counting on our defense really to have a touchdown, maybe the special teams, and maybe the 20 from our offense. 17, 20. Um, and then I think we might have a shot at winning this game. But there's got to be some good things going the Broncos' way, though. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about um, Manning losing another game, and a lot of people want him to retire. But he's not sure. I heard from somebody that he told some kid it's not his last rodeo because the kid was concerned or something. I don't know. Who knows if that's true? But there was that stuff with Bill Belichick. Apparently, the NFL Network cameras caught Peyton Manning say it was his last game to Bill Belichick. That's what he told Bill Belichick. But Peyton doesn't really confirm that. His dad, though, Archie, actually thinks that he's going to be playing somewhere other than Denver next year, which would make sense. Um, and it's gonna be good to see what Brock can do next year. But it just if it's not working out, I don't know. Depending on the issues, we may need to move on after next year. But well, we'll see. But right now, Super Bowl time. Carolina's in it. Denver's in it. Crazy year. Pro Bowl just got done. Um, Marshawn Lynch might be down in Seattle. That's another thing that I don't think we've talked about. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and I wish I would have recapped the other Denver games. I would have had more to talk about. Um, some of those Bengals players were being super dirty. That was stupid, ridiculous. There were a lot of close playoff games, a lot of things that were really awesome and great. Um, and it's just been a super good year to be a Broncos fan because we had our backup come in, play some games. Manning was out, and it's like is going to a Super Bowl in a year where he's not on top of his game. So it's just really crazy. I mean, we're going to the Super Bowl um, twice in 3 years. You know, uh, yeah, it's just amazing. Just looking at the way everything's going. Oh yeah, John Elway. I don't think I know we haven't talked about this. He could have taken a piece of the Broncos ownership um, back in 1999, I think. And what's crazy about that is that his share or what he'd earned or something like that would be worth 400 million right now, but he never did it. And apparently he would have had to be like Pat Bolin's right man, I think, to do it, which he had other ventures, other things he was trying to do. So that might have been why he didn't do it, but some of his ventures have failed, so he would actually be making more money doing other things. So uh, yeah, so that's insane stuff, crazy stuff. I will be back to wrap up after the Super Bowl. I'll probably do a video, wrap it up. Once again, guys, sorry for disappearing for so long. My deepest apologies. I hope that people will support us, and welcome to the gamescast. Uh, yeah, a bunch of crazy stuff. I've been picking up some games on sales. Alien Isolation. I picked up definitive edition of Sleeping Dogs for $10, which was good because Walmart had it for 10. The Montrose, Colorado GameStop shut down, which was sad because that's where I live. So yeah, but I mean, I've been finding tons of deals on the PSN network. And especially when they do flash sales, they'll sell stuff like super cheap. I bought that Project Cars game a while back for $13. Just bought that Sleeping Dogs definitive edition for $10, and then Madden 16, which came out in August, so 6 months ago, I think. November, December, January, February. Yeah, 6 months. Uh, that game was only $20 for the Super Bowl sale. Madden 16 was. Uh, so yeah, just super good savings. I was gonna buy The Witness. That's been the game that everybody's talking about lately. Um, but I didn't quite do that. But that's like that puzzle game. But what I'm looking at really is once again a cheap game is Firewatch. Sounds really cool. Sounds like the story's gonna be cool. You use a little walkie. Uh, excuse me, to talk to somebody, and sounds like there's a real involved story. It sounds pretty cool. But the game, that's one game I'm really looking forward to. I think I have been for a little while here, like 3 months, maybe more. I'm also looking forward to Tomb Raider later on in the year for PlayStation, because I don't have an Xbox One or a PC really. I mean, I guess this is a PC technically, but it's not that advanced. Uh, all right, what else am I looking for? No Man's Sky. I think that's gonna be a good game. Um, I want to check Far Cry Primal out. That looks pretty cool. Um, it's so different than the other ones as far as um, maybe some of the gameplay. Eh, I can't speak too much about the gameplay, but just some of the, like you don't have a spear on the regular Far Cry. I mean, come on. So that's pretty cool. Just trying to think of what else is coming. I know Hitman's coming out. That game's been a mess. They've changed a whole bunch of stuff. Um, let's see what else is coming out. Jeez, just trying to think. Mafia 3's coming out, I think. What is that though? I'm not sure, but I know as far as this is pretty much off topic, but as far as like movies, I'm looking forward to Deadpool. Um, Looking forward to that Captain America one against Iron Man. Batman versus Superman. There's a lot of different movies this year. I think that are gonna be good. Um, so yeah, that's. I don't really have too much more for you right now, but I want to get Christina, Hayden back on. We'd been talking about doing some stuff. Christina couldn't do it right now though. Not honestly, I wasn't doing anything for a while, and then I tried to get her to. Excuse me. I tried to get her to do something, and or to do a show, and I think it was all of a sudden like she wasn't expecting it, so she hasn't been able to do it. Hayden and me, we're gonna do a show, the football show, and then I think the gamescast another night, but then we weren't able to. But I'm just very excited for the Super Bowl. I got actually an Elway jersey on, and I thank you guys for listening. And once again, sorry for the delay. And thank you so much for being patient with us and enjoy the Super Bowl. And I will talk to you guys, if not right after. I will definitely next time we do a show, uh, do the recap of the Super Bowl and all that. And the next show, like I said, we may be doing one once a month. Uh, but I would like to even hop on maybe after the Super Bowl, or if not, next time we do a show to talk to you guys. And it may be a while, but we'll try to do a show, um, you know, before too long if we can. So, thank you guys. It's Chris Roby from Hobby Collision.